Hello, Jeffrey Smith back with you, wanting to talk with you guys tonight about this idea of the non-local. Now that's probably a new term. It's a simple term though. It just means not here, not where I am. Outside of me might be a better way of thinking about it. So local perceptions, as we've talked about in previous modules, would be what's within me. And typically we match that up to a left brain stream of consciousness or a left brain awareness. It's the Western way of thinking of things. It might be more of a scientific way of thinking of things. There's so many dual models that we can put together here. You know, you've got religion on one side, or theology or spirituality on the right side, and science and the facts and data and measurements more on the left side or the local side. So think of what we're trying to achieve is putting both of these together into a oneness module, but we're going to primarily be focusing in this module on accessing the non-local information. As we've previously talked about and are really excited to present this, is it's great, accurate information as long as we can be aware of the left brain's tendency or the local mind's tendency to want to play along too. Here's how we found out that this works. We're all familiar with that game show called Name That Tune. And why this is important, it was just entertaining, but somebody got the notion of the faster I can access information and match it up with what my mind is telling me is happening around me, then somehow we get credit or we get admiration or accolades for the ability to recognize what that is and to name it, to give it a name or something. But quite honestly, why would that be so important to hear 3 notes of a song and then be able to name that tune? The right brain would say, I would like to just hear the rest of the song. Why just stop it because I named it in 3 notes? And the left brain would be going, yeah, I'm so good, I named it in 3 notes and that makes me feel so good, and I can quickly sort out and analyze the tone or the depth of the note, and I'm not very musically inclined to have that sort of ability to articulate all the different ways that you could discern pitch and tone and volume and those sorts of things. But that's really how the left brain wants to discriminate. And it's so anxious and it's so eager to play along. It's like, look what I can do. Because the left brain or the local mind knows that the information is actually coming from our senses, which are accessed really through our right brain first. Now that's not hard and absolute. Smell and vision would have a little bit, there's a little bit going on both sides, both hemispheres there, but mainly the non-local perceptions, the kinesthetic, the ability to experience, to emote, to have more of that kind of I am there experience is more on the right side. And the left side can't do that. And it might be jealous, it might be envious, or just not wanting to be left out. So this idea of accessing non-local information is something that we can all do. Wherever you are right now, if you think about a dear loved one somewhere else and you imagine what they are doing, left brain starts out that process by the use of imagination. And then once there, if you know a little bit about this person, you might be able to sense what they're doing, where they are, if they're feeling good or not. Or we've all had that, gosh, I was thinking about this person, and our left brain would say, for no reason at all, because it doesn't have any data to know the no reason at all. But the right brain would say, well, what do you mean, no reason at all? I was connected to them somehow in the ether that connects us all in our thinking and our experiencing the world and the universe. The right brain did know. The knowing is accurate. But because we can't be positive in left brain world and put those together, we discount it. And we call that a coincidence. We call that just perchance or something. And we really discount the brilliant, articulate, accurate, perfect information that we can achieve through the right brain. There's been so many books written on this, and it's not my point right now to talk about all those different books and things, but there are specific protocols, specific standard practices in creating sound disciplined ways of accessing non-local information for positive purposes. Certainly you can also do the same thing for negative, for selfish gain, or for somehow to position yourself to get advantage over other people. And that's really certainly not the module of, or not the intent of Wisdom in the Making. Our intent is simply to be aware that it is possible. If you are so inclined to practice it and get good at it, it will add to this deep repertoire of our ability to access non-local information, then to combine that with our local understanding and awareness and knowledge, and together then infuse those into a new consciousness, a oneness that brings us to a greater level of being and connection with everyone and everything. So I know that's kind of deep, and it's whetting your appetite for greater information that we have to come. So let's go back to this idea that we want to go through in how to train ourselves to be able to access non-local information. So stay tuned, and we'll give you some more. So long.